Welcome back to the news at 10. Now, the Medical Council of India has perhaps ended up dividing the medical community. This after it asked doctors to refrain from accepting bribes and paid vacations from pharma companies, even as the nation's topmost apex medical bodies like the Indian Medical Association and the Indian Dental Association continue to give the stamp of approval to certain brands of medicines and medical products.
The Medical Council of India has decided to clip the wings of medical practitioners who are being pampered and showered with perks by pharmaceutical firms. According to a new amendment added to the existing Code of Medical Ethics, the MCI has instructed doctors not to accept the freebies doled out by pharma companies and manufacturers of medical equipment. MCI has been especially hard on doctors accepting free travel and vacations from big corporations. Medical practitioners like Dr. Dharani have slammed the MCI for dangling a double-edged sword.
This man is a dentist, so we can't show you his face on television. But it may prompt you to ask, why would a dentist choose a power toothbrush over an ordinary brush?
Look at this Oral-B ad.
The Professional Care 8500, the latest from Oral-B. It pulsates and oscillates to loosen plaque and sweep it away twice as well as an ordinary brush for a whole mouth clean. Oral-B, the power toothbrush more dentists use.
And if that's not enough, look at this Colgate ad.
डेंटिस्ट अंकल ने भी दांतों के लिए यही कहा था।
सड़न वही होती है जहां ब्रश नहीं पहुंच पाता। कोलगेट का कैल्शियम और मिनरल्स फार्मूला हर जगह फैले और दे दांतों की सड़न से मैक्सिमम सुरक्षा कोने-कोने तक।
देखो, मैंने झूले को सड़ने से बचाया। मेरी कोलगेट जैसे।
सड़न से सुरक्षा कोने-कोने तक। कोलगेट डेंटिस्ट का सुझाव नंबर 1 ब्रांड।
In fact, the MCI has been silent on the use of stereotypes, apart from allowing other apex bodies like the IMA and the IDA to blatantly endorse products.
I think the practitioners should ask them why it's happening. But again, unless a practitioner is really high and has got a good practice, that is where the corporates are going to tag upon them. So as an individual practitioner, I would never do it. Because, but I mean, as you said, there is a dichotomy. If the council can do it, why can't individual practitioners do it?
But there are others who believe that ethics need to be upheld in an age where marketing and commercialization have come to dominate even the field of medicine. Such blatant endorsements, they say, ends up maligning the entire profession.
MCA rules and regulations are based on the ethics which is followed by hundreds of years. So these sorts of rules and regulations are good in the sense if it is followed properly, it makes a lot of difference.
The Medical Council of India's new directive has opened a Pandora's box and in fact driven a wedge between those practitioners who want to move with the times and those who will be uncompromising in the face of corporate enticements. With camera person Manoj, Sai Manish for Ndtv-Hindu.
But the temperature over Telangana is rising further. Students will step up the Telangana stirred today at Osmania University. The Andhra Pradesh High Court had given the students permission to hold a meeting. The government had called for an all-party meeting on the 5th of January to solve this issue. But the students of Osmania University are continuing with the protest for a separate Telangana state immediately. The Dance Festival 2010 got off to a great start at the Music Academy this evening. Over the next week, reputed dancers from across India will grace the stage and mesmerize audiences in Chennai.
In 1931, this very stage played host to the first ever Bharatanatyam recital. The event marked the beginning of the art form that evolved from the traditional temple dance called Sadar. Now, almost 80 years later, the Music Academy continues to bring to the stage not just Bharatanatyam, but also many other classical dance forms to newer audiences.
But it's very heartening that all youngsters are also being encouraged and all sorts of fine arts, it's not only just music and dance, it's percussion, it's instrumentals, vocal, everything, and the theatre too. So there's ample scope and opportunity for the whole Chennai to see. And this is one of the major, highlights during the season.
The dance festival was inaugurated by the US Consul General Andrew Simkin. And dancer Priyadarshini Govind enthralled the audience with her spellbinding performance. The event will feature both solo recitals and group productions.
Bharatanatyam and other forms of dance during our main festival itself. But 3 years ago, we experimented with a separate dance festival for a week, and it's now become an annual feature. So there are different forms of Indian dance, not only Bharatanatyam. Manipuri, Odissi, Kathak, and Mohiniyattam and many other forms, Kuchipudi. Over the years we have been featuring various forms. This year also there is a variety.
To facilitate cultural exchanges, the organizers and the sponsors of this festival are planning to take the performances to the famous Kennedy Center at Washington very shortly. In Chennai, with camera person Kasilingam and reporter Nithila, Jennifer Arul, Ndtv-Hindu.
Stay with us for more news and updates. We'll be right back.